Hello and welcome back to the Entertainment Vortex and our new episode of Pokemon Go News, your bite-sized chunk of Pokemon Go news you need every single week. So our first piece of news this week is going to be the Eggathon. This is actually going on right now and goes through the 27th of November. This is involving 2K eggs. They put a bunch of cool stuff in the 2K eggs for the time being. In the eggs, we've got Magby, we've got Rhyhorn, we've got Porygon, and we have Shiny Elekid. So this is the first time Shiny Elekid has been available, so these eggs are going to be the first time you can get them. But this is like a good number of these kind of Sinnoh Pokemon with evolutions that we can get from these eggs. So this is your chance to get a bunch of eggs and get it going. When this went live, they also did the CP rework. We had mentioned it a couple weeks back that they were going to be doing this. They actually tried doing it like a month ago and had to roll it back out because it wasn't quite right yet. But the CP rework is in effect. So you probably already noticed that a lot of your Pokemon, their CP went up. The reason for that is because this rework is very interesting. So what they did is they changed the formula that decides defense and decides HP. So what they do is they take some of the stats from the Pokemon games, the stats these Pokemon have in the Pokemon game, which is 5 stats. It's attack, special attack, defense, special defense, and HP. Well, HP is normal. It's just the HP stat. They make a little modification to it. There's a formula there, but I won't bore you with that. The defense stat and the attack stat in Pokemon Go are a formula that combines attack and special attack and defense and special defense. Well, before it put more weight on one and less weight on the other. Now it's evened it out. They're not 100% even, but it's evened it out a little bit. So what that results in is a majority of Pokemon are going to have higher defense and higher HP. There are some exceptions that are going to go down a little, but not much. Blissey Chansey is one exception where they are going to go down a little bit. They are still number 1 for defending gyms though. But this is going to rebalance those HP and defense stats to make it more in line with what Niantic wants for this. A little bit of balance. So that means that your glass cannons, things like Gengar and Mewtwo, are going to have a little more HP and a little more defense so they can last a little longer in battle, but their attack is not affected by this change. If you're interested in knowing more, we'll link to some articles in the description that really break down the CP change and show you the formulas, but that's basically what they did, so you're kind of in the know.
So the second topic for this week is another big one. So this is going to be half of the big Sinnoh evolutions have now been released live. And you need a specific stone, the Sinnoh stone, which is made up of a pearl and a diamond, in order to get those evolutions, along with, I believe, for the most part, it's 100 candies per. The list that you have so far is going to be Rhyperior, Magmortar, Electivire, Mismagius, Honchkrow, Roserade, Togekiss, Porygon Z, Gliscor, Dusknoir, and Weavile. There are 11 in total. There will be another 11 that will be released later down the line. These ones are going to be some heavy hitters, especially Pokemon like Roserade and Weavile. They're going to be big for Dark type and Ice type with Weavile, and for Grass and Poison with Roserade. They're going to be some of the top tier of those sections. At this moment in time, the only way to get that Sinnoh Stone for evolution is to do a 7-day research breakthrough. So you don't need to get all of these consecutively, but if you'd like to try to get all of these evolved by the time that January rolls around, you're gonna need to try to get this consecutively every week. So go out there, spin those stops, get those research tasks, and try to get one completed every day, because this is going to be big news if you're looking for some new raid busters. And announced on Niantic's Twitter account, they are going to work in some more ways to get those Sinnoh Stones, but those are going to be coming soon. So we have no idea when they'll be released. They kind of do a smattering of things every once in a while, so we'll probably see those come in an update, I'd say within the next coming weeks or months.
So our last piece of news today is a very, very exciting piece of news. Pokemon Let's Go is out. So at the time you're watching this, the game has already been released for a day or so, and Meltan is live because of that. So the way it works is you get a lure item in Pokemon Go by transferring Pokemon between Pokemon Go, Pokemon Let's Go, using the Pokemon Park. This gives you the lure, you use the lure in Pokemon Go, and allows you to get Meltan. Meltan requires 400 candies to evolve, so you're going to have to do this quite a bit. It's kind of weird that there's so many Meltans when they're legendary, but this is kind of a different beast. This is a completely different type of legendary Pokemon. But I highly suggest if you have a Switch or access to a Switch that you go out and get one of these games, either Eevee or Pikachu, and jump right in, because there is a lot of interconnection between these two games. And it's definitely going to raise the amount of things you can do in Pokemon Go, which is fantastic.
So don't forget to leave your friend code in the comment section below. We always love to send out gifts to our viewers. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We post multiple videos every week. And as always, I hope you follow us into the Vortex. We'll see you next time.